What the facts is that? What the fact?
Facts only.
That laugh was dirty as hell, but it's okay. I'm gonna put my headphones on.
What up, y'all?
I feel left out.
You can take them off now. The music's fading now.
Yeah, no.
I don't even think you can hear anything.
I can hear out of one ear.
I didn't even know you had them plugged up.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
Anywho.
So you did have the adapter that I gave you.
Just gave it to me.
But I just was talking about not having it. Like, I don't know where it's at. I was looking for it and everything.
I thought you had more than one.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Facts Only. It's your boy Say Live.
What's up, everybody? It is Anton X Ton, and we have a very, very, very special guest with us today. Our first guest, no less.
Numero uno.
I want to give you an introduction. However, I don't want to mess it up.
So you got to introduce yourself.
Oh, gosh.
Because I could say a lot of things about you. Good things.
I would hope so.
But we be here for the whole hour.
You know what? Don't toot my horn.
You know I live for gassing you up.
But I'm going to do it too. First, I know that was a really weak toot. If I'm going to gas myself up, I best be toot.
If you're going to gas yourself up, you need to sound like you're revving up an F-150.
I'm tiptoeing around. I need to be sounding like the giant. Because I am one.
See?
Yeah.
Here she go. Here she go. Parris J is in the building.
Hey,
The infamous Parris J.
The infamous though.
Man, I'm just saying.
Can I just be D Parris?
I mean, nah, you can't
Does
be
infamous
D.
have
She's
a bad connotation to it to you? Does it
I'm just going, all right, y'all.
Does it sound like kinky, perverted type of thing to you?
No, it just sounds like
promiscuous, overly
like
promiscuous?
I'm a bad person or something. The infamous. Not the famous, the infamous. Like, I'm cool.
Like you a tabloid
you know?
queen or something.
You know? I just, the. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, y'all, what's up? It's your girl, Parris J. I really actually dropped the J, but people keep calling me that. So it's like, I think I'm going to change my name to.
It's been
like,
forever.
I want to be that girl P now.
That girl P.
I like that. That girl P. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's that girl P. Ooh. Like, they got a ring to it a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't like.
Jesus.
I would never be able to get you to introduce myself. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Parris. Maybe going to be known as that girl P. And this is Facts Only. I'm excited to be here with you all. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing?
Blessed, black, and highly favored.
Yeah, I'm doing superb.
I'm
Okay.
over here quite dazed,
Okay.
actually.
Why?
Jesus.
You better call on him.
Okay, can we get Jesus on the main line?
On the main line. But no, I'm over here sprung.
Of who?
Jesus.
Can we get him on the main line?
Let me call up Jesus.
Please. Speed out him.
Wow.
I'm not finna play with y'all.
Nah, we handed you the scissors on that when you just decided to whatever.
Yeah.
That's an offer conversation though.
Yeah, it is. I be having fun when I do this stuff, man. Like that's like if we can't have fun. Honestly, that's why I think I love radio because I just be being myself and just doing my thing.
You're also like the biggest bird I know, and you're also the biggest troll I know.
I'm probably the second biggest troll to Donald Trump.
I don't know him. I don't know her.
Did you say her?
I don't know her.
You know what?
Daniela.
This is America.
I don't know Donisha.
Yep.
Donatella Versace. I know her. That's our president. I don't acknowledge
Okay,
sis.
I don't even want to talk about
Me either.
presidency.
Please.
Let's just
Well,
let
President's
it
Day
die.
is coming up on Monday, though, so.
And
I'm
I'm
working.
I'm working. Yeah. Shout out to the president that didn't give me the day off.
Listen, I had to pick between Martin Luther King Day and President's Day to work, and I chose to give reverence to Martin Luther King and not go to work that day. So
My
I'm gonna
black
go
tail
collect
was
the
at work for
chochos.
both days.
I'm
so
gonna go collect my chochos and not acknowledge our president.
Okay.
I was at work not getting time and a half, so yeah.
I gotta work it. I gotta work it Monday too. I work both jobs Monday, so I'm looking at like a 14-hour day, work day.
That's not too bad.
That's
No.
ghetto as
It is ghetto.
Yeah.
14 hours out of
14
24
hours.
hours, that's ghetto.
consecutively.
Where is the love for yourself at?
It's gonna be waiting on me at midnight when I get off.
Still ghetto. Anyway.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
It's gonna be waiting on me when I get off work.
So last week, before we ended the show, we're gonna jump into it. Then we'll talk about some entertainment stuff, because it's always entertainment stuff going on. This is rare right here. So my mom, exactly. My mom called me at 6:00 in the morning, a few weeks ago, and was like, "You all need to talk about this on the radio." And I was like, I don't know about that. And then she was like, "It's really important. I think the topic will bring up a lot of conversation."
I agree with her.
And this is, if your sexual partner is whack, should you tell them? Should you just leave? Or should you teach them to do better? Exactly. That was my exact face when I said, "This is my freaking mom calling me at waking me up at 6:00, and I have to be at work in a few hours to talk about sex," essentially. And I was perplexed. I was like, you know what?
I don't know what's so jarring about this.
It's his mom calling him at 6:00. Like, out of all the hours in the day, this is the hour that you choose to call me to talk or to inform me on what you want me to talk about.
And do you know why I thought like what went through my head?
That must have happened to her.
She just got some whack dick, and she just wanted to call me and tell me.
That's what I was thinking.
Like, that was too much for me. And I was like, parents need friends. And
but she wanted advice from you.
Yeah, there needs to be a boundary line right there. Because let me tell you, I cannot give my mom sex
Tell her
advice.
to give Big P a call.
She gonna have to call Big P. Call Big P, mama.
Get on the main line.
Jesus.
ASAP. I think it's a very interesting topic to talk about. That's just me, because if you know me on a regular day, not to sound hoish or anything, but I love me some sex. So...
Not to sound hoish or anything. When you say that, I automatically thought hoish. Like, automatically.
And that's exactly why I had to give y'all clearance.
You was better off not clearing.
That's just like saying, I ain't trying to insult you by saying this, but this about to be the fattest insult. That's exactly how that sounds to me.
It only makes me hoish if I'm having sex with multiple people.
Never mind. I ain't gonna put your business out there.
Please don't.
I digress.
Because I didn't know where you were about to go, because there's so many ways that you could have went with it.
I digress.
There would have been some skirmish, okay? Anywho, my answer to her question, I communicated.
Mm-hmm.
I communicated right there. Like, in the midst of.
In the midst of?
Absolutely, because what I refuse to do.
That would blow the.
Especially if we are consistently having sex and there's a mental and emotional.
I would have.
Hold on. So in the middle of having sex, you just go, "Oh, whoa, wait a minute here."
No, I'm not gonna do it like no. I'm not gonna do it like that.
I said, wait a damn minute.
No,
don't do
no.
This how it's gonna go.
That's not
stroke.
This is
this is really not stroke. This is not it. Stroke. This. You think need to stroke. Think about me. Stroke. A little bit more. Stroke.
Listen,
What?
I hate you both.
What? I had to get him a visual, because that's literally what I got when you said that.
No. Okay.
Stroke.
I'm thinking of like Jada Pinkett Smith and Set It Off when she had to have sex with that dude.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. That is a perfect example.
If I was her, because she's sitting there allowing herself to not be satisfied, I could never.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be like, whoa, wait a minute, stop what you're doing because this ain't working, because that'll kill anybody. Buzz, to kill anybody's self-confidence. That'll make me stop. I go on you real quick. You do that abruptly.
All right, so walk us through
it. You have to address it appropriately.
Is it like during intermission?
No, after. He wants to do it after.
Okay, that's intermission.
Like, I think it's becoming into an ego thing. Like, if you are sexually involved with somebody and I can't stand you. If you're sexually involved with somebody and it's not up to your standard, it's not up to your liking. Like, you know what your body wants. Like, you know what you like, what gets you going, what turns you on. If somebody is not doing it, then it's you have to say something eventually. Like you can be in a whole loving relationship with somebody and the sex is just trash. Me personally, I'm gonna like we need to sit. We're adults first of all. We're grown ass people. Let's sit here and have this conversation about it.
All men aren't grown ass people.
And they probably shouldn't be having sex then if they can't communicate.
That's
if
true.
something ain't working,
you know. But to your point, some women don't know how to say stuff to people.
Because
like
we
comes
fear
off.
that we're gonna
It comes
hurt
off
your
wreck.
feelings.
No,
I can't speak for
they
that
say
one.
it. Oh, they say
Nigga, your
it.
dick trash.
Basically,
Scissor.
basically.
How can your beam is weed, buddy?
That's exactly the thought that came to my mind when like, okay, somebody's gonna address it. But no, honestly, I had that happen to me. This girl told me that it felt routine. She was like, it felt like you've been doing this like for a while.
Can I just say that this conversation is open as we are with one another? First of all, I should have brought some wine or something to
It's fine. It's fine. It's not like
it's like three siblings sitting in a room talking to each other about each other's sexual experiences. So there's a dab of awkward in the midst of this. It ain't bothering me.
It's fine. It's fine.
Damn.
It's fine. I'm gonna keep talking though.
I'm not bothered. I
Good.
just can't believe that happened to you.
So
I can. You look like your
No, hell no. She definitely didn't. She definitely didn't say it was whack. She said it felt routine. So it was like
that's your go-to sex move
yeah.
or something.
It's like, okay, I know you do that on too many,
You know what
but you
Chris
need to
Brown
get
say?
that shit on
Switch
somewhere.
up the tempo.
Basically.
Switch up the
So
tempo.
that's what it was. That's basically what it was. And honestly, if I'm being quite honest, I was like, I didn't want to have sex, so it was just like she want to have sex with me, and then like I was kind of like feeling, I was feeling used a little bit, so it was just like, let me get in and out of this, and then she was like, she looked back when I was done. I was like, yeah, I'm done. And then I had to go to work too, so I was like, yeah, I'm finna get ready for work. So it was just like, boom, boom, boom.
So this is where we need to be like the probably starting to cut those kind of ties. Like you're a man who knew that you were getting used for sex and you still allowed it to happen.
Yeah.
Like it happens to men, it happens to women. Like, booty calls happen regularly. But usually booty calls happen with people that enjoy having sex with each other. So
that's not always true.
You gonna have a booty, you gonna call somebody for some booty and you don't enjoy the booty?
A lot of the time,
I didn't make the call.
When people do stuff like that, they
But
not
you
worried
answered
about
it.
the person.
Yeah,
They not worried
dude.
about the body. They worried about the nut.
You can do it to yourself if it's that important.
And I agree. Everybody don't think like that though. A lot of people don't think like that.
I'm gonna leave that word sits because I had a comment that was probably inappropriate.
Okay, so
We already having a damn conversation.
Okay, so to answer your mother's question, I think that she should talk to that person. Now, let me tell you something. If the man is just like weak, he just can't stay up. There is some tea out there for men called sperm vitality, and it like really helps with like their sexual hormone. I'm so serious. I drink these teas not for sexual.
Oh, Jesus, she a freak. Pass a freak.
I live.
Listen, I drink these teas not for sexual, increasing and all of that stuff. But I think drinking for health wise, like I drink it for iron and just overall womb health, like taking care of my body, my lady parts, all of that stuff. And just so happen the same lady that make these teas make them for men too. So, a lot of reviews say it make a size go up, it make a stroke better.
Look at her.
Right, don't look at me.
They're rocking the chair that you just did.
I ain't even rock the chair. Don't
Rock the boat.
Rock the boat.
You know what was crazy is I cannot believe how long I went without knowing the true meaning of that song.
I
Wow.
didn't figure it out until I was like 16.
I still didn't even know when I was 16. Like I didn't know.
It really didn't dawn on me because when I was 16, when I was 16.
Did you say sexting? Did
Unfortunately.
he say sexting?
Yeah.
I did. I did.
Too much sex on your mind.
Sex on the brain.
Listen. Anyway,
Oh, that might be a good sex on the brain.
must be
I'll
sex
ponder over
on a brain. Anyway,
Hit it.
I can't hit that note. We're not doing that. We ain't doing that. You're not finna embarrass me on my podcast. You got me messed up.
All right.
Period.
Hands up, don't shoot.
That's on exclamation point. Anyway, I'm listening to this song my entire life from 2001, and it's like 2011. And it didn't dawn on me because at this point, I'm really having sex. I maybe had sex one time when I was like 14, way back when somewhere.
Sorry.
Fast.
It was really early.
It was really early, but I also did not initiate it. So it just kind of happened. And I used to watch a lot of porn back then.
At 14.
At 14. I know.
I didn't start watching porn until I was like 17.
Like when
What?
you used to have like the channels, like when they had the old
The
charter.
soft
HBO,
The old charter.
real sex,
well,
and Zane
You used
sex.
to have to wait till your parents would
Heck
sleep. You'd be
yeah.
like,
I
what is
used to-
500 channels at?
I used to watch.
What are 500 channels? What are 500 channels?
I used
You
to
gotta,
watch.
you gotta watch it on mute though.
Yep.
I'm gonna get it.
And somebody
I'ma get it.
somebody come down the steps. You gotta have your other channel set up. So
On
when they
last
hit the
channel.
porn, you
Oh
hit that
my
last
God.
button.
Yep.
My brother got caught watching Pandora's Box like that.
What the hell?
His mom walked
Pandora's
in.
Box.
Oh, you gotta get him. Not right now. I mean, yeah, look it up.
Jesus.
Yeah, look it up. So his mom walked in, and I guess she heard it because he didn't turn the volume down, and
Dummy.
and she pressed last channel, and they was getting busy. They was right in the middle of a sex scene. I was like, oh wow. Oh, to my mom's point, I definitely feel like she should communicate. Because I mean, like,
Oh, this
when
is
old girl
kinky.
told me like it felt routine, I kind of brushed it off. But if I was like a person that cared, like in the moment, like if it was like a person that, like if my girlfriend currently was like, okay, you need to do something different, and be like, all right, what steps do I need to take to make sure? And maybe what it is people skip foreplay and eating the box and
Like you just
know,
can't like
all
take
the
one
other
finger,
stuff.
rub the clit, and then try to stick it in. Like, sir,
Oh.
sir, what are you doing?
This is-
like,
I'm gonna
This
make
is
sure I push
drier
explicit.
Than it's a conversation.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
And that's all I was trying to
Mhm.
say. I'm just the type to do it right then and there, not in the form of stop what you're doing because this ain't working. But sometimes you just need a little direction.
But sometimes you gotta let it breathe though. You can't just be like,
Mm-mm.
all right, we done.
Not if it's not
let's
doing.
debrief about what just happened.
No, not if it's not doing it for me. Like prime example, I have a friend that likes to give fellatio head.
Sloppy.
Not good at it though, like at all. And
How you know?
because I was on the receiving end of
I
that.
was about to say
mouth.
he had the experience. I mean, I'm pretty
That-
sure he's not
Duh,
just watching.
Well, he said friend, so I'm trying to see if
Friends
it was,
with benefit, obviously.
Thank you, because I'm
Well,
not trying to give up. I'm not trying to give her identity up.
Oh,
So it don't.
You probably could have just said my boo thing or something.
but
You
like,
should've
but
said-
she's
yeah.
not that though.
you should have said one of these little.
She's not-
one of these little flicks.
No, but
Because it
she's
wasn't a
not that
fling; it was
either.
just a flick.
No, because she's not that either. So that's why I'm
She-
just like.
So it was a one time or like
no,
multiple times?
it's
She said,
Is
"Oh
regular?
no, oh no, honey, this happens
used-
anytime on call."
This is that booty call.
it used to be. It used to be very regular. Like
Is this the one that topped you in the truck? I'm sorry, I know too much of his life.
you know, and then you go, Brian.
Mm.
No.
I feel like this is a hashtag or something.
Hashtag topped in truck.
Hashtag topped and truck. Anyway.
Oh, wait,
wasn't-
happy belated Valentine's Day to all the couples out there that spent this Valentine's Day weekend together. And some of them, you know, some people didn't spend a Valentine's Day. They was at the All-Star weekend while their girl was at home.
Did you see her? I ain't gonna put you out there. I saw what you did. I don't know if he saw. I saw. Anyway, back to what I was on the receiving end of, and it didn't do. I would rather take, some guy, because that's what you doing or what you think you getting it done, and you're not. I'd rather direct you and guide you to help get the job done, or gonna happen, and that's a real ego killer. If you really think you doing,
Why
doing
you still
your best,
holding it? Like why you still holding it?
It's still errant.
Because I just remember just being in the midst of it. And I'm like, it's just a wet mouth. Like there's nothing. No, nothing. It was very lackluster, so I had to give it a little guidance. That's the type. If somebody not you gotta, point them in the right direction. Because everybody don't work the same way.
Yeah,
But
redirection is very important. Like you want to try to like ease into the conversation, like do little things to like try to like, oh, like let's do this or let's do that. And if they don't get it, like, all right, then it's time to bust out the back. Like we got to sit down and like I got to open up my book of problems when we're having sex. Like number
a
one.
book?
you have a book?
A mental book.
Just leave.
A mental
If
book.
it's that bad, if you gotta write a damn book,
It's
just
not.
leave.
It's a mental book. Like I take mental notes in my head. Like I don't like that. I don't like that. I like. Oh, I love that. I don't like
Ooh,
that.
let me
Like,
ask this question. I'm gonna play sexual devil's advocate. do y'all believe in waiting until you're in a relationship to have sex with somebody, or do you want to have sex before you invest into a serious relationship so that you know what you're kind of getting yourself into?
I believe in waiting until you know that person. If you are wanting a true relationship with that person, like having sex so soon can literally blind you. Like
It's
it'll kill a
definitely
dynamic.
blinding.
Yeah.
It'll kill a
It's
dynamic in a
blinding as
relationship,
hell.
if anything.
yeah. And so if you like blinded, so then by the time you're like, oh, this person is this and that. No, their stuff, like their sex is just that. But once you get to actually like know that person, then you
Yeah.
end up in a relationship and you realize, hold on, like the sex may be good, but
'Cause
you
sex
treat
gonna
me
get old
trash.
one day.
Yeah, like you treat me trash. Like you not doing all the things that I want in a relationship, but you didn't know. You could have known that had you waited to have sex with that person. Like, so I'm not totally against waiting into a relationship, but I'm definitely not for, oh, we've been talking for a couple of weeks or a month, let's get it in. Like,
I feel the same sentiment, but I have a slightly different reason. My reason would be because, again, that'll literally kill the dynamic of the relationship. So anything romantic that could have potentially been built has officially been diluted, and it's now just a sexual relationship, and nothing more can come from that. So that's why I'm like,
but I do know people that have had, like, I know people that have had like one night stands and have like stayed together.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like fell in
and
love.
those
off of
are
it.
like,
Yeah.
it's just
it's very
rare to
rare. It's very
find.
rare, but it's possible. I'm still not saying do it, but I'm just
I
saying
wouldn't
like, it's
recommend it.
possible.
on me. My take on that is like honestly, I appreciate women that make you wait. Just because I've ran across so many women that don't make you wait. So it's just like, okay, if she appreciate her box more to make me, you know what I'm saying, like vet me out and see who I actually am as a person and allow me to see who she is as a person. And of course, you know, the hormones gonna be
Yeah.
raising and stuff like that. But the most attractive thing to me is to be able to control your hormones.
Mhm.
So for sure,
And another,
you can
like,
make say wait.
a lot of women that I like, it had to like, okay, so if you're dating somebody and like the guy's not making moves, like women start to question themselves, and I absolutely hate it. Like they'll be like, oh, he ain't tried nothing. He hasn't tried to do anything with me. He must not like me. Maybe he respect you. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he actually cares and wants to get to know more of you instead of what you can do for him physically and sexually right now. And so I've come across a fair share of women that have been like dating men that haven't made a move on them, and then they get worried like, oh my gosh, like either he like having sex with somebody else or like, it's not always the case, and it always goes back to communicating with
I
the
was
person.
about to say,
Yep.
yeah.
Always go back
Instead
to
of you
that.
sitting here speculating and driving yourself up a wall, I like knowing. So I refuse
too.
to put myself in a situation like that because anything, I kill myself thinking like,
Yeah, the worst.
yeah. So I'd rather you tell me. I'd rather ask and you give me an answer, not because that's what I have to work with. Because any conclusion that I come to by myself without your help is gonna be 1,000 times worse than
Yeah.
what the reality probably is. So that'll kill a relationship too. That's one of my many vices. That's my vulnerable moment for this episode. Don't ask me for nothing else. I'm a real nigga for the rest of the time. And that's on comma, because the
Oh
rest
my
is unwritten.
gosh.
Jesus.
Call him.
Okay.
Here he go. I hate you.
Get him on the main line.
I also forgot what other question I was. Oh, no, I didn't. Boom. It just popped back up.
Oh Lord.
This might be my last one. It could apply to both of y'all, but I feel like it's more so.
For why
men
say
think-
please?
I'm like, it's more so men that think this.
Okay,
like,
good.
because I want to know what is the fascination of having sex with a virgin. I never understood it.
Anymore.
Hey, bro. I've
Like,
never
who-
had sex with a virgin, so I can't answer that
Neither
question.
have I.
That sound bad, don't it? Like that I've never had sex with a virgin.
I mean,
No,
if you
don't.
a teenager or if you in like your early 20s, then you might think that that's cool. But now, because y'all older than me,
Yeah.
so
Hey, well, I'm gonna let you have that one. Go ahead.
I didn't call you old. I just said you're older than me.
Yeah.
I just
But you know you like to sense.
I never understood the fascination with it because I'd rather you have some type of experience and know what you're doing. So for that reason, and even as a kid, I thought like, well, as a kid, Jesus Christ, that sounds
Call him. Baby.
that wasn't supposed to come out like that.
As a kid.
When I was
In your younger days.
thank you. In my younger days, I never thought, oh, she a virgin. I'm gonna try to, and I know niggas who thought like that or think like that. And I never understood it. Like I never got it. So that's why I said this may make more sense to him to ask that question, because I don't know if women think like that though. Like, I'm about to take this dude virgin.
Okay,
That
so
sound wild to me.
the friends that I have that have mentioned like, oh yeah, I took her virginity. I think it's just like it's an ego thing of being the first one.
It gotta be.
Because quite honestly, I've never heard a woman that was like her first time was her best time anyway. So I mean, like,
Because she can't do nothing. She can't.
right?
She
Don't it
can't
hurt?
First of all, it sounds like it hurt like hell. This man's about to vote your hymen off the island. You can't
And don't let
suck.
him
You can't ride. You can't take nothing. You can't do
You know what?
nothing.
Abort mission. Abort mission.
and don't let it be like a dude that's, you know what I'm saying, like blessed. Like she gonna cry and it's really gonna be a bad time.
And she gonna never want to do it again.
Exactly. Especially like if he like not cognizant of like, okay, this is a virgin, I gotta take it slow. I gotta make sure, you know what I'm saying, I'm not doing too much. I gotta make sure I'm checking on her while you know what I'm saying, while
Because
I'm doing
imagine
this.
being a man taking a woman's virginity, and number one, you don't care about her, so you're not taking into consideration of any of her emotions at
Yeah.
all.
Honestly, that
You're
would
not
be
taking
rape to me.
consideration of her body at all. So if you're a man that's just trying to have sex with a woman that's a virgin just to say you're the first and you don't truly emotionally care for her, you are so wrong in so many different ways. Like, I can't even fathom the thought of like being a virgin and like having a man like just tear me open and I'm dry as concrete. Like, because you
I'm sorry.
because you
Wow.
don't care about me.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Child, dry as concrete. I'm still stuck on that part. Because I could just imagine. You know the when you walk in a Home Depot and you trying to do like new interior, they got like the examples of the drywall lined up.
You know
and
what?
you used to walk in, you used to rub your fingers across it because you was a badass kid and you didn't. That's what that just reminded me of. That's the visual I got. Just that on the wall. No.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't even think about the mental and the emotional aspect, but that's why it's so important for women specifically when it comes to sexual experiences. You have to be very, even after you lose, you could be the most experienced woman in the world. You really have to be mindful about who you give your body to. Dudes, I mean, that apply to dudes too.
Yeah,
though.
I'm finna say you definitely do.
You definitely do.
Because a lot of
Especially moving in St. Louis, because St. Louis is freaking nasty.
Yeah. Because it's honestly a lot of like dudes I know, like they had low key like traumatizing childhoods when it comes to like sexual interactions, and
That's
they
because
don't
they were
even
raped.
Exactly.
We don't talk about it, but like dudes brag so much like, oh, I was having sex when I was
At
12,
12 and
13.
stuff like that, not
She was
knowing-
28. I'm
Exactly.
like, that's rape.
Exactly.
Like, we're going to call it for what it is. You were not sexually engaging with women. You were being raped
Right, and
by
it was
women.
a one-off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you didn't know what was going on. And so a lot of those, because it was such a big deal to like be the cool kid who lost his virginity early to an older woman, and it subconsciously messed them up and they didn't even know it. Like, so now they're grown men who have issues with women and don't know why, because you were violated by a woman. And women are not always innocent. Like, we're gonna call it for what it is. Just like men have their bad doings, women have it as well. And so
Yeah.
we just don't get it
We don't talk about it enough.
Yeah.
It's not a conversation.
and women don't get it as bad as men because we're not looked at as aggressors, you know. So
And women are extremely aggressive. Like I'm not saying like all women are extremely aggressive, but like I literally had to run out somebody's house before. Like
she tried to kill you.
no,
Oh.
it was like all right, I ain't on that. And it seemed like, damn, bro, like why would you turn it down?
Yeah.
Like, but it was just like, I'm not on that, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't come over here for that, and like, this is like you really being persistent. And he's like, you know what? Let me get my stuff. Like, I remember leaving. This was like 5 years back. I remember like leaving. I was a real fitted hat fan, and I was like left my fitted. It was a New York Yankee fitted. I was like, yeah. I ain't never gonna see that hat again. Until this day, I haven't owned a New York Yankees hat.
Does it trigger
Memories?
you?
Yeah, memories.
No, I just was like, shit, it's gone with the wind, just like I would.
I almost started type of very vulnerable moment. I'm gonna keep that one in the clip too. But
I mean, we can get off of the heavy part. We can go into a little lighter talk about
So I
like,
feel like the
okay, I got something for y'all. So
Yeah.
on Twitter, Megan Thee Stallion was like, and I could pull up the tweet exactly, but it's a video. So she was just saying like, as a woman, she's free to do what she wants to do. She's not her box is not being opened by all these people that you see her with. Stop asking her questions. She likes to tee up and allow her to be a person. And it's like how she hates the fact that she's famous because of the fact that everything is so looked at. Because last week we talked about her being in a video with G-Eazy, and she was like, that's literally, we was just turning up. She was like, if you had cute guy friends, and if you don't, you need to get some. Like, but if you had cute guy friends, you would literally be, you know what I'm saying, in video, having fun, stuff like that. And it honestly brought me back to, like, you remember Memorial Day weekend a few years back. You were there, like, we was on Instagram, we was on. And like we hella close.
Yeah.
Where the hell was I at?
I think you were there.
You was
there.
there.
You were there.
Because I got videos. You was there.
That was when you had the bottle of Bel Air in the car, and then you gave me that Douce and all that. Was that then? Was that the Memorial Day weekend?
It was the after party that night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and me and you was
was
sitting there looking like, this ain't our speed.
We was like, this is
This
ghetto.
is not for us.
Ghetto. We did.
Let me tell you,
We literally ran out screaming, the ghetto.
No, that one was
Chile.
that was extremely ghetto because it was like the police got called and all that stuff.
Oh, we were gone by then.
Yeah.
No, we
Thank
all
you for
left
that.
together.
Thank you for that bottle of Douce, by the way.
You're
You were there. You was with your frat.
Yeah.
You were there.
Hey.
You say we was gone. We
were gone.
bounced.
Is it?
No disrespect. You
See
know.
later.
Nah, it wasn't no see. It was like, oh, this is the ghetto. Get me up out of here right now.
It was really
It
like
wasn't no
that,
see
though.
you later. It was get me out.
Thank you for
Yeah.
that bottle of Douce, by the way.
You're
I
welcome.
drank that up. My mama took it from me, but I drank that up.
You're welcome. But yeah, I completely understand. Like I have a lot of like male friends per se, and people used to look at you like if you got more. Like I have an equal amount of female and male friends. Like
Yeah.
I do too.
yeah, like I don't like think that I shouldn't like only have female friends, and I don't think that I should only have a whole bunch of male friends. Like
Yeah.
I get it all the way around, like how we can converse with each other. Like there's some things that I can like kick back, chill, and like do with my homeboys that I can't do with my homegirls. And there's just the beauty of having both sides of the fence. Like, and so I completely understand what she's saying, but I ain't gonna say like, okay, I can have some cute guy friends, but that don't mean I'm gonna be all up on them though.
Right.
Like I ain't gonna be like licking on letting them kiss me on my
Yeah.
job. Like
Yeah.
like I can say, oh yeah, this my homeboy, he nice looking. I ain't gonna lie and say if he not nice looking, then he not nice looking. But I'm not gonna ignore the fact that he is nice looking, but that don't give him a pass to, like, oh, we two good looking people, we good friends, we turned up
Let's
in the
do what we
club,
do.
let's get like we drunk. Nah, because that's just not an image that
Because it's
I
tomorrow.
uphold to myself.
It's
Yeah,
not,
exactly.
It's not just today.
I feel like, first of all, platonic friendships with the opposite sex are so freaking important.
Yeah.
A lot of people do not understand the importance of having those things. And for a lot of people, if you're in a relationship with somebody, it's actually really, really difficult to kind of maintain and foster those relationships without somebody thinking that something sexual is going on, especially if the person's attractive and you're attractive. And it can become a bit intimidating for somebody who's in their relationship. But for somebody that's single, it's a lot easier to maintain. That's why I agree. I have a very, very solid mixture of both female and male friends. Now, for Megan's specific situation, I feel like a lot of people forget that she's our age. Like, she's 20. She's 20. She's my age. She's 24. So she's literally living her life like
As
a
a
24-year-old. She's
Yeah.
not living for the 16-year-old girl that's at home.
She was
She's
like,
not,
if I want to get scraped up out the club, off the floor by my best friend, that's what it's gonna be.
But the double-edged sword that she deals with, and it's not even that she deals with it, because I think that she handles it very, very well. And a lot of celebrities in their 20s dealt with stuff like that. Rihanna dealt with it, and she was an ice queen. She was a hoe. She was all that. She still get taken back to those days to a certain extent. But that happens. That's kind of like you look like you got some stuff to say.
I'm just gonna be quiet.
No, spit it out.
Because we talking about, I don't know. I hate to say it. I don't want to be that person, so I just gotta be quiet.
We talked about Lori Harvey.
But I'm saying, like, this is the sense of that. Like,
Yeah, she's the same way. How old? Does anybody know how?
she like 22?
She like, I don't know.
Maybe
I
21,
thought she was
22?
a little older than that.
No, she's young.
I know she's young because she run around with Normani and Jordan Woods, and they got
okay. But my thing, even like back to the Meg Thee Stallion thing, like I completely understand. Like she's 24, like she's still a
She's
college
23.
student.
Yeah.
So when we was in college, I mean, we went to a PWI, so we really didn't have all of like the turned up parties. And I'm saying,
But
on,
I mean,
like,
we
on
were
some- on a
also
regular.
we were also in the city of St. Louis.
I don't know where y'all was.
Yeah.
I was at a party every weekend.
I wasn't at a party every weekend, but I was damn sure at somebody kickback.
Maybe
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, but
and
I'm
then
saying,
we were
like,
throwing them too. Like, I'm not
yeah.
gonna fake it. Wine and vibes, bro.
We got to do
bring
that
back.
again.
That was like
You
we literally
stopped through that night, didn't you? I feel like you did.
he was there briefly. Like,
he had to throw that in.
4 o'clock in the morning, people would sleep on our floor,
And-
drunk off
I did
wine.
come. I remember.
And I had to be at work at 9, and you had an ABC obligation because I think we had the barbecue the next day. So
I was asleep.
You went in the room and I kicked everybody out.
I was like, yeah, you
Benji
got
was
it. I'm
laid
gonna
out.
take a nap.
Benji was laid out, and I was like, I cut the music. I was like, I love y'all, but get the F out.
And that's that on
And
that.
I will see y'all later. Yes, sir. Thank you for coming. Like, yeah, we got to bring
Sure.
that back, though. But I looked up her age. Lori Harvey's 23. So she in the same group.
Yeah.
She in the same age range. When you are that young and you are moving like that and you're moving in the public, I don't see anything wrong with it, but you have those people who do.
Yeah.
Because then they try to say, well, she's a celebrity. She has to keep in mind how she's moving in the public, which is true to a certain extent. But before she's a celebrity, before she's rich, before she's famous, she's a 23-year-old woman at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So she has the right to live her life as such, as long as she's taking the precautionary steps to protect herself. And I'm not just talking like sexually. I'm talking about be mindful about who you around and what you doing. And these are conversations that I have with friends who are a little bit younger than I am, like 20, 21, like in that age group. Don't go to some Negro house at 4 o'clock in the morning if you don't plan on doing nothing sexual with him. There's nothing open at that time of night but freaking legs.
My grandma always used to say there ain't nothing open but liquor stores and legs, and she lied because liquor stores do not
stores
be
closed.
open. Liquor
Like
stores do not be open at
midnight,
late.
1 o'clock.
The east side. The east side.
The east side.
Yeah, your granny used to. She grew up in them days when the east side was popping. That's why.
The
Hey,
east side
granny.
still do be popping. It's
On
usually
me.
just ghetto as hell, and you got to
I
dodge a
went to
couple
strip
bullets.
clubs.
6 o'clock in the morning.
Dodge a couple bullets. You got to dodge a couple potholes, baby. 'Cause
I
your
don't go
side-
over there. I
Oh,
don't. I don't go on the east side. I literally had somebody block me on Facebook because I cracked a joke on the east side one day, and she took mad offense to that.
Yeah, drive over there if you
Okay.
want to. You won't make it back to St.
On a
Louis.
lighter relationship note,
Raggy.
Maya got married secretly.
Maya
What you
who?
gonna do when you can't say
Oh, the
no and the
singer?
feelings
Yeah.
start to I love Maya.
So she had a
I like her.
destination. She had a
yeah.
destination wedding, which is dope as heck. They got some photos that are on TMZ. I guess I can put a link out. And
I still haven't forgiven TMZ for how they did Kobe.
Well, see, this is the
Yeah.
thing. He went out on the interview and stated, and I do believe him on this, that with the whole Kobe situation, that the plane crash had happened already. Like, the authorities were already there. His people already knew. Like, he was gone for about an hour before TMZ even put stuff out. Harvey said that his reps gave him the okay to release the information.
Yeah.
And so he said now, because they gave him permission, he didn't see anything wrong with it. Now, on behalf of the other families, he even owned up to it. Like, yeah, you know what, that maybe wasn't fair. But the fact that his family, his reps, gave them the okay, if that's what truly happened, but that's what Harvey said, if they gave him the okay, then there's nothing that we can do about it, but we're looking on the outside in like, oh my gosh, they just said this man died, they put it all out there. But like I said, we don't know. We don't know how long he was gone officially before that. He said an hour, but it could have been longer than that before we got it. And think about it, we're on two different time zones too. So
Yeah.
by the time we got the information, we're 2 hours behind, So
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, if that happened at noon, it's 2 o'clock here.
yeah.
I mean, it's still the same time. It's just different
Yeah, but-
zones. I think the one thing with that situation that bothered me was that the family found out when we found out.
They were already, he said that they knew already though. Like, that's what Harvey said. Harvey went on an interview and he said that Vanessa and the family knew before they released the information out to the public.
That's wild. I'm still.
When we're
kinda
done,
caught
we're
up
going to
on
go
that.
find
We
the
gon-
interview.
Please,
Yeah.
please, let's do that because I've been under the impression for weeks that homie kicked the bucket and everybody found out at once. Like TMZ just dropped the news.
So we were supposed to be talking about a marriage,
Let's get back
and
to
we're
it.
talking about R.I.P. Kobe.
Don't come for
Hey,
us
a lot of
off
people are
Spirit Airlines.
a lot of people are getting Kobe tattoos.
They look dope as hell.
I know the game just got one on his right above his eyebrow.
Who?
The game.
The game, the rapper, you can have it. Others.
I know who he is, but
I mean, you got to keep in mind he Compton. I think he
Yeah,
Compton.
yeah.
So it makes
So-
sense.
So apparently Rihanna and ASAP might be a thing.
No, it's not.
I hope she did
Fake
not.
news. I feel like we just.
I don't know. Like
No,
they
no, no,
getting,
no, no,
they
no, no.
getting,
I'ma stop you dead in your
they
tracks.
getting spotted.
Let me tell you
No,
why.
They getting spotted.
I felt like we definitely addressed this
We
last week. and I had to-
addressed it, but it's continuously happening. So that's why I brought it up again because these are new allegations.
I need a
that-
hotkey. I need a Rihanna Navy hotkey.
Jesus.
And I need you to press it because you already know what I'm about to say.
fake news.
Fake news as fuck.
Okay.
And let me tell you why. Her reps had to step out and officially claim that she is not seeing anybody right now. Fenty is having fun. Fenty is single. Fenty just got out of an intense 3-year relationship. And Fenty is worried about Fenty and Fenty only. And by Fenty, I mean Robin Rihanna Fenty. I mean Savage by Fenty. I mean Fenty Beauty. I mean Fenty, the luxury fashion house. And Fenty as in this album that we still waiting on.
Yeah, that's real, but she's definitely making time for ASAP.
Can she have... Just double back into the whole spiel that we just went into.
I'm just saying, and that's why I brought it up, because I was asking, like, was that just something like that's platonic, or because
we need more context.
We're just gonna say they're friends. We're just gonna say they're friends.
We're just gonna
until they confirm it. We're just gonna say they're friends.
I'm like, we need more context. We can't, because anything that we say from this point forward is officially speculation.
Like, we're just gonna wait until they confirm it. I think that's what we need to do with everybody. Too many people speculate, because, like, if we're famous and they see us, they're like, oh, why say in Paris together? Like, this my straight homeboy. Like, this my straight bro. What? So,
yeah.
I think we should, and that wouldn't be fair to us. Like, we would be looking like, what the hell? So I think that all media should do that, instead of saying, like, oh, Baywatch, or, like, no shade to the shade room, but they do that. Or they, like,
No shade to the shade room. I mean, I guess. I guess.
Oh, Lori Harvey just turned 23.
You went back to that?
I was still scrolling.
Isn't she's ain't that Future girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, like, that's
ain't
confirmed.
Future like 40?
Listen.
I digress. That's not
not uncommon.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You already know how I feel about Aaliyah. You already know how I feel about Aaliyah. I love me some Aaliyah and I hate me some R. Kelly.
Well, she said it, so
we don't even acknowledge that first album.
Okay.
But that's not uncommon, though, for younger women to date older men. It's not uncommon. In fact, it's quite popular.
He talking about some. In fact,
it's quite popular, and just vice versa. Older women date out here.
Cougars, baby. That was why I say. Please don't think that was me. That was why I say who did that. I looked dead at this man in his eye when he did that sound. I can't even make the sound. See, that's
Stop it. I need an adult.
I am the adult.
No, you're not.
You said that too quick for me.
No, you're not. What? No, because I feel like you're low key egging it on, because you're not antagonizing.
I just wanted the people to know that it was not me, because that first thing they gonna say is, "Why she doing all of that?" And that wasn't even me.
Let me tell you something.
They know I'm the troll.
If your voice sound like that when you did that, I'd be hot. That don't even sound like you.
That don't sound like him. It sound like a cat.
It sound like a freaking cat is being strangled. I hate y'all. So, did anybody have V-Day plans?
Yeah.
For sure.
Care to share?
Yes, you would like to go first, eh?
All right, cool. So I bought my girl a new nail station.
Who your girl?
You don't know who this girl is.
Follow NK Nail Bars on Instagram.
Does she do nails?
Yeah.
Let me see. She got press-ons? Because I don't like wearing acrylics.
She does acrylic.
Her name NK?
Yeah, NK Nail Bar.
I got a girl who do press-ons if you're interested, though.
Okay.
Yeah, she does acrylic. She
does
you
just told me to follow her, and all I'm seeing is nails. I want to see her face.
Oh.
Like, does she
That's
have a
what
personal?
she trying to find out.
Yeah, he gonna send me to her business.
business.
I love it though that you promoting her business. Like, that's a good man.
That's what's important.
Where's her personal page? You just text it to me.
I got you. I'm like, that's what's important. Everything else, I'm gonna keep it for a later date.
She wants to see. She appreciates the business.
I do,
but she want to know yours.
I love it.
Yeah. So
back to the plans though.
So I guess I'll say in past. Yeah, that's
okay.
her. Past tense. We went to a jazz gala.
Okay.
I got her the new nail desk for a gift. Got some other stuff as well. We went to the Limp Mansion for dinner, as well as we went to go see Bad Boy again, because I went to go see it without her, and that was not what I should have did. So I'm trying to rectify that a little bit. It's cool. We talk over each other all the time.
We damn sure do.
He said.
So what y'all got? What y'all got? What
For
y'all have
Love
in the
Day.
chamber?
Okay, so I
For
don't
Love
really. Yeah. So me personally, I'm not really a big, huge person on Valentine's Day.
I feel that.
And so like I was telling like my guy, I'm like, well, for like the past 4 years, he's been off at school. And so we never had the opportunity to really truly celebrate it.
Oh, y'all have to this time. Yeah,
Well, that's how he feel. We broke up for like 7 months last year.
Yeah,
so we got back together. Best decision of my life. But I was telling him, I'm like, we go out on dates on a regular. Like, he gives me flowers on a regular. Like, this is just another day for us because I get pampered all the time.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
And I'm like, don't go all out because I'm like, no offense, but offense. Sometimes Valentine's Day is for men who don't do nothing for their women on a regular. So it's their one day out the year to like, let me do something good for my woman, and they don't do it again until the next year for Valentine's Day or birthday. No, you got some men out here like that.
Well,
I'm different.
To my point, I was like, man, I told my friends, I was like, man, F Valentine's Day. Because, I mean, like, just like you said, I get her flowers all the time. I do all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? And to me, it was just like, all right, bet. Let me get her something that she would actually want. Instead of, like, going to buy some jewelry or going... Oh, she loves chocolate. So
I'm talking about spare me the chocolate-covered strawberries. I don't like them at all.
I got some at home in the refrigerator. I'm going to have to eat them up.
Ew. Okay,
and she was like, I want chocolate covered. Like, all she said when she wanted for Valentine's Day was candy. She was like, I want Reese's, I want Turtles, I want chocolate covered strawberries, and I want flowers. I was like, oh, damn, that's easy as hell.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, so let me put some thought behind it.
Be thankful.
But, I mean, because like literally, we went to the Fox 3 times in the last month.
Yeah. Like,
so like really,
you gonna get burned
really,
out.
what can you really ask for on a date level besides like, okay, yeah, we went to the Limp Mansion. That's something different. But before that, we just went to go to the South Side or to the steak restaurant. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, we do this all the time.
That's probably why I was like, when you was like, there are some men who you just use that one day. Y'all know me. I'm extra.
We're well aware.
My baseline is the most. My standard is the most.
True.
So I am like that in all aspects of my life. My love life ain't no different. And I am a very, very big believer in not being the type of person to sell somebody on a vibe or an energy that I am not capable of maintaining. That's why I made it a point to say that my baseline is extra.
Yeah.
So on a day like Valentine's Day, I look at it as a day I'm already like this on a regular day, so I'm gonna step it up a notch because you get adjusted and situated with my extra.
I understand.
So sometimes it's okay to do just a little more, and that's what. Yeah. So if those who are like me, it ain't many of us out there in the world. I'm just saying. Think it's only just me, but if you out there, I need you to hit me up and let me know that I'm not alone.
No, but no. So my guy, we decided to. Okay, so we went Thursday. We went to Chicago for the NBA kickoff party.
Mm-hmm.
So they did a tribute to Kobe Bryant, and it was presented by Forbes and Motorola. And so we
did. You do any media coverage?
Yeah, I did. It was a red carpet. Yeah.
All right, cool.
So we did a down and back. Like we drove there, came back because we both had to be at work Valentine's Day. And so what we did was he went to the store and he brought like a lot of seafood. Like he brought probably like $100 worth of seafood. And then he just like invited his friends and their girlfriends to come over. And so I decorated the place like balloons, like little flowers everywhere, just making it like a very intimate.
Let me find out y'all had a whole event and didn't invite me.
Let me find out.
They definitely did.
And so I came up
you
with.
You had me at seafood, first of all.
Right. I'm like, they had crab legs.
We had crab legs.
Lobster
all
tails.
And so I cooked. And so, I decorated the place, made it really nice and cozy. I like made coupon books for all the couples, so like they could like enter like
that's creative.
One free massage for you, just to like gift them, because his whole thing is like, and I totally agree, like like let's just enjoy life, like let's truly enjoy it, and like just give people their roses and their flowers right here, whether it's Valentine's Day or not. But like some people are just like in a bad position, so it was like kind of on us to like let's just do something nice for other people, like we love each other, but look, let's show, your friends that, it's okay to be men and be vulnerable to each other.
Yeah.
So we just made it a whole like friends loving Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
but
But to me, that makes me feel like y'all took it to the next level to make people realize like Valentine's Day is more about love, loving mankind and loving one another than just loving your significant other.
I got my daughter flowers too.
You better have. Where's she at?
My mama got me them
She
chocolate
at
covered
home.
strawberries.
I am sick of this talk on these chocolate. Get some edible arrangements, okay?
They
are
I
expensive
did.
though. They
I
are
did.
expensive.
I did.
But they're a little bit more better than
Extra.
chocolate covered strawberries.
Extra. Definitely did that. Yeah, that was just like step one in the process. So, boom, with your attitude.
Chocolate.
Boom, shaka.
So I got some Black History stuff if y'all want.
Cause I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blickety black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all.
I hate
and
Carrie
I'm
Hilson.
black, y'all, cause I'm blickety black, y'all. Hey.
And this Black History Month broadcast was brought to you by Barbie.
What?
Who?
Barbie.
Barbie, Black Barbie,
Yes.
Okay.
For sure. This is
with the curly
40
hair.
with the extremely curly hair.
Okay.
This is the 40th anniversary of the Black Barbie doll, honoring the original Black Barbie. She is in a beautiful red, elegant dress with a poppin' ass fro and some jewelry that will make your eyes water. So
That better be some damn good jewelry.
As if my eyes watering.
it's bright. It's bright.
The only way jewelry gonna make my eyes water is if it's for me.
Baby, you got to be shining.
Shining,
Yeah.
shining, yeah. I like
So
this winning.
yeah, this originally was dropped in 1960. Just in case people ain't good with their math, saying 40 years ago from 2020. I digress.
Thank you.
But until this, they didn't even have a name for it until 1980. So this is definitely a big thing. Just like acknowledging like because we talked about the what is the word vinilago? Is that how you say it?
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you. You finally got it.
Shut up. But yeah, we've seen the diversity in that collection and just the continuous efforts to include diversity and showing the multicultural levels of people in Barbie. I just want to commend them for that. And
They said we will not get caught up like how Victoria's Secret did. We will not fall into that trap. We've been in business too long, bitch. We ain't getting caught up. That's what they
and
said.
that
in
is
their
your Black
boardroom.
History fact of the week.
Woo!
Nakers.
What the fuck? Okay.
I'm a naker. The fuck?
So,
No.
did you see?
No.
No.
Only a little.
No.
Maybe a little.
I say ask the question, please. Right now.
Did you see Beyonce? Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Sabrina!
Help.
this Ivy Park exclusive is brought to you by Beyonce.
I hate him.
Help.
So,
You gonna get us taken off.
Help.
what? These are free Beyonce facts.
You
Who
are
don't want free Beyonce facts?
falsifying Beyonce sponsors. Now when the Beehive come looking for us,
Y'all.
I'ma
We're
send-
come looking for y'all.
Look,
I'ma
I'm
send this-
only highlighting this. Look, the Ivy Park exclusive is an exclusive that I find
I really do
personally
want that collection though.
for
good luck, it's sold out
things
everywhere.
of things Beyonce has. It's not sold out on StockX, but that's a different story.
Who is that?
That's a
What is
it's
that?
It's a look. They not paying me enough. They not paying me at all, so I ain't gonna promote them. But yeah, look it up. StockX.com. You can find the shoes there, and they might have some merch available as well.
Is it legit?
Yeah, I'm not selling for them. That's not what's
Okay.
gonna happen until they drop a sponsorship. I don't got no words for them.
Straight up.
But yeah, the reason I do these Ivy Park updates are just to just show some of the Black excellence that Beyonce continues to show. So that's that on that. So anyway, Beyonce has literally learned how to time travel, y'all.
Oh, is this what we talking about? And people are just now stopping to pay attention to her grown woman video that she dropped. That was a bonus video from her self-titled album that she dropped in 2013 that literally stopped the world.
Oh, this
I
hard.
mean, can we-
World stop.
Can we stop the world again then?
I mean, she standardized surprise album drops now, so it's just
Well, I'm
like
not talking about surprise album drops. I'm not talking about any of that thing. Let's talk about how Beyonce literally was singing the whole song as a child, as a teenager, and as an adult.
Editing is a B word. First of all,
She is
she's-
amazing.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm not convinced that's editing. I feel like we just went back in time, and I was on the nose couch watching her perform.
Do 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 do. Hey, do 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 do. That's the song. That's the
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna start singing it.
I remember being young, so brave. I knew
You
what I
wanted
needed.
him to sing.
I did.
You
I was
wanted him to
spending
I
sing.
did.
You just
I did.
egged him on.
Lay back day
Now he gonna
dreaming.
stop.
And that has been your Ivy Parks update.
Now, bitches, I run this.
Get him, Lord Jesus. It's a far.
That's what I was saying about my hairstyle when I woke up this morning. I woke up and my sister was like, what the fuck do you call this hairstyle? Whoops. Is this your indoor look that somehow got out? Lord Jesus, there's a fire, right? She was going in.
Oh my goodness.
She was, but it's cool. This twist out gonna be popping when I take these curls down. Y'all ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. Fresh
So
line and
ghetto.
taper. I look ghetto right now.
Oh, you did just get your haircut. Well, when this airs, you really just got your haircut.
I'm gonna be a whole new person.
Jesus.
Feel like a brand new person. Dun, 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 dun.
So, if you guys aren't aware, Vanessa Bryant has announced Kobe Bryant's Memorial Day service and time at the Staples Center, which doesn't seem like it's going to be big enough space. It is going to be February 24th, the day after my birthday, February 23rd, at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles.
What you doing for your birthday?
Working.
Ghetto.
Super ghetto.
It's finnuck.
Like, I don't plan anything for my birthday, just on the strength that that's ghetto. Like, what I got a significant other for, friends, family. What are y'all good for if I got to plan my own birthday stuff?
Ah, hell no. We are not
Wow.
the same.
So this is the thing though. Like even though we're close with each other and like we're friends, like I don't know all of your other people that you would want to be like. I would suck at planning something for you because I got to go scrolling through your Instagram, see who you all who videos you tagged in, who pictures you tagged in, hitting them
So
up.
this is my thought.
Nope.
The idea starts with a friend, then it gets transferred to another friend that has connections or ties with somebody that's extremely close to me,
Then you need to be
i.e.
planning it.
Anton.
Listen, I just wanted to go on record by that saying
He on some
you a
bullshit.
brave soul for letting other people plan your birthday out.
Unless it's a surprise party.
I've never let somebody plan my birthday party out.
So then
by
what's the
way.
problem?
Can I have something different for a while? I'm tired of doing shit.
Sounds lazy.
As
No.
hell.
I literally plan events for a living.
So that means yours should be popping. Like,
Right. This should be a lick.
It means, can I take a break and not be the event planner and just enjoy the event? Like, it's been so long since I've been able to like just enjoy the festivities of being somewhere. So like when I do go out, it's just like, all right, I'm getting a bottle of this, like a bottle of wine, of course. I'm getting a bottle of wine. I'm kicking back. I'm just chilling. Like,
Fuck it. We going to the marquee.
when.
We gonna get a booth
At the top though.
at the top though.
At the top.
Yeah, them bottom boots is
It's
ghetto.
like ghetto as hell. Like you heard the bottom booth. That don't even sound right. Where your booth at the bottom?
At the
On the
bottom.
floor.
Literally.
What day we can
Sky
get it?
me, please.
We can get it that Saturday. GLV got GLV. We hosting our step show that day too. so
Honestly,
afterwards. And it's Mardi Gras weekend.
honestly, we don't have to do
Oh, I should cover mine. I should
anything
do some.
anything extravagant.
Hmm.
Like, I don't really like booths because
Me
it's
either.
like a waste of money.
No, it's not.
It is, because I don't like being at the club unless I'm getting paid to be there.
See, I'm not a club goer either, but if I do go to the club, I need
You
a
got a
booth.
booth.
Like
Yeah,
I am
gotta
not
be in the
standing
booth.
in the middle of the floor. I want to sit down. Like no.
I'm not a big club person. I'll go to a bar in a heartbeat. I love me a good bar.
Yeah. And I'm checking my emails in the club.
The
anyway.
closest thing
Yeah,
to
and, like, that's what I be talking about. And that's where I'm at with it. Like, I'm doing work. I'm doing work
Yeah.
in the club. Like, if I'm up past my bedtime, it's
Yeah.
like I might as well just check
Do
these
some work,
emails real
yeah.
quick.
And this is why you two are seriously drained of personal lives, because y'all do stuff like this in a moment where you're supposed to be relaxing and enjoying yourself. And
But
having
that is
fun and-
relaxing
That
though.
is, yeah.
Like, I guess you could say that we got a different mentality when it comes to relaxing. Like, the stressful stuff is doing stuff for other people to me.
Yeah.
It's like when I'm working on my craft or I'm enhancing my business or I'm doing some type of consulting to somebody else, brand or something like that. That's when I'm having the most fun. But when it comes to planning events and coming to work and stuff like that, that's taxing because I know that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not doing this for self. I'm doing this for other people's approval. And I hate doing things for other people's approval, but in the world that we are all in, that's what we do on a regular.
I just feel like you gotta delegate that time. Like if something's weighing on me like that to where I know I'm not gonna go out and have fun, I'm just not gonna go out.
Yeah.
If I know I'm going out, I'm going to get enough work done to where I feel like I'm at a good space to stop so that I can go out and have a good time and not be pressed or worried about what's going on here.
But see, that's different for me. Like,
it's not being pressed.
I don't feel pressure because, like, this is my personal business. Like, I need to. Like, I feel like I need to. And I know how to turn it on and turn it off. But for the most part in the club, I don't get sloppy drunk at the club.
I don't either.
Like, I don't do that because I need to be aware of a lot of stuff at all times. Like, I'm 25, but I'm not that person that just, like, get drunk. I can't afford to get drunk. Like, I don't want to get drunk. Like, I don't like the way it makes me feel. Like, but if I had to pick between being drunk in the club or checking my emails, I'm going to always check my emails. I'm going to always see what work coming through because a lot of people hit me up to do freelance work or anything through my email. So I'm checking that. I'm at my job. I'm at my 7 to 3:15 checking my emails for other work. Like, I'm not saying I apply for other jobs at work, but I'm just saying, like, I be checking my emails.
I do.
Better be proactive.
I do.
Better be proactive.
Every job I've ever gotten, I got it because I was applying for that job at the current one. I am that person.
No, but honestly, like when I zone out and like get on my phone and do like that stuff at the club, that's when, you know what I'm saying, that's when I'll be like, all right, they still want to be here. I don't want to be no party pooper.
That's me.
I will leave.
Baby, I be ready.
I will either leave or I just won't come.
That's why I drive my own car.
No. So like it's like I don't really want to leave, but at this point I really want to sit. I want to sit down. Like I want to have some downtime. And 9 times out of 10, you scrolling on Instagram while you're at the club, and I've seen you do it. So don't say that you don't. No. And so
I've done it once or twice.
So that's just like checking your email, but only you're actually getting something done. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just like, oh, I'm aimlessly scrolling.
But are you even having a good time at the club if you're on Instagram?
That's not true because it's a difference between scrolling through Instagram and scrolling through an email. If I'm scrolling through Instagram, it could be several reasons as to why I'm doing it. Most of them have to do with pleasure. Pleasure, yeah. Leisure and pleasure. Pleasure. I just made a word. It was a fuck up, but I'm gonna make it work in real life.
That's literally the same thing.
No, because you're doing something that's very much so work related. So, and it may be different for y'all, but I know me. I'm not going to be able to do something like that in a club. I'm gonna be split in a way. I'm either have fun or I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna go tend to these emails.
I start off having fun.
Do both.
I start off having fun, and then it turned off for me. Like I start off having fun.
Oh, my social battery will die out.
And then after that, it's like I'm like, I don't want to be the party pooper, but I'm kind of over this shit right now. So let me do something. Like,
I'm the party pooper. If I'm ready to go, I'm leaving, and that's why I make sure everywhere I go, I drive.
Yeah,
I do not get in the car with nobody no more.
Yeah.
And shout out to my guy that always like whenever I'm ready, he like, let's go. Like I ain't got to do like no, let's go. Like
I live because I've had too many scares. I done fell asleep at the wheel. I done, you know what I'm saying? So when I go to the club, if I am like with some other people, I don't mind, you know what I'm saying, going with other people because I know me. I got $18 in my account at least. So I'm going to get on this lift and go down the street because all the clubs are literally like
in the area.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that we go to and
exactly.
Our people go to. So unless you just ghetto as hell and you want to go all the way out to the Mystic.
Yeah, no, you can keep that.
You sure can, because it won't be me. As hell. No big shade. That's ghetto. You ain't gonna catch me dead in that joint no more, but the wings is fire.
I always crack up at the Facebook statuses that I see. It was like if you walk in Mystic and you see a pit bull, mind your business.
I'd rather go on the east side before I go to the Mystic. At least I know what I'm getting myself into. At least I know.
Stay home if I got the people between those two.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really go out like that no more. No way though. Like if I do go out, the closest thing to a club that you will ever probably catch me in is the Marquee. That's the closest thing to a club that I'm going to.
I be at Shisha now.
I don't fuck with Shisha no more.
But that's a hookah lounge though.
Yeah.
And it's not a club.
It's diverse. You got a club on one side and you got the hookah lounge on the other.
Baby.
Oh, well, let me tell y'all.
I'm gonna
tell y'all something about me. I ain't never been on that other side because I ain't paid for no booths over there. I'm not paying because it's a 2-bottle minimum. So you dropping at least $300 to sit on some couches.
300. What bottles you
It's
getting?
about 250, 300.
That's it.
Yeah,
$250. Yeah.
Why do every bottle I get cost $230?
because you a dumbass for buying.
Are you? do
You're
you
not a
have top
dumbass for buying
shelf?
bottles in the club.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is. You're not an asshole for buying bottles in the club. My barber had to explain to me why buying bottles in the club is so important, and because he was like, he used to work at Mystic, and he told me that they would literally swap the liquor out for like a downgraded version of what you think you're really drinking. He was like, when I realized that, that's why I buy bottles in the club, because I know what I'm getting.
You know why I buy bottles at the club? This hasn't happened recently, but you know what I'm saying. I'm 27, so I've been doing this for a while. I started I started buying bottles at the club because of the mooches, bro. Like, it was like, okay, bro, can you buy me a drink? Bro, can you buy me a drink? And after I got bro to can I buy you a drink 10 times, that's the money to, you know what I'm saying, drinks $10 and $12. So I gotta be cognizant of, I'm finna get all these niggas in. I'm finna buy all these bottles, and these niggas don't got $1 to put in on it. And even if they do got $1 to put in on it, if you ain't asking, they ain't offering. But now I'm not. This is before, so this was my mindset. But now I got friends that I got my own bottle. So that's changing your surroundings. You know what I'm saying? Now all my friends we buying our own bottles in the club.
This is getting oddly personal.
What happened?
I said this is getting oddly personal.
It's not personal. It's just I'm just saying, like, that was the reason for me buying.
I felt like you were talking about one
very
specific situation that made you snap, and you was like, after this fucking, I'm just buying bottles in the club now.
I mean, yeah, but I was how old was I? I was 21 because I've been going to the club since I was 18. Like the 21 and up clubs, I've been going since I was 18.
Yeah, I think we all have. I had to use somebody ID before. I was always the youngest out of my friends.
We
Like,
just used to pay. Like, the most I paid to get in the club was $60.
What?
Can't relate.
No 21.
Because if I gotta pay a cover, baby, I ain't going in. If I got
This was you 18, you know what I'm saying? Like, they finna let me in the club for for $40 extra. I'm underage.
Right,
They about to let me drink because they not checking IDs at the bar. So I ain't gonna tell you what club it is, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I digress.
I hate him.
But so it was just like, okay, being cognizant of, man, some people got mooching ass friends, and if you want to keep your circle the way it is and you don't trip off people, you know what I'm saying, you paving the way for all these people, then buy you a bottle, or just get the booth. The booth come with a bottle.
At this point, I just much rather go to the gas station, buy me a bottle or something,
Or a Bahama Mama,
and go sit and be at home for real.
I don't like drinking at home.
I like stepping out from time to time. I don't step out hardly as much as I used to now, and that's only because I'm so busy. So by the time I get done being so many things to so many people,
you're exhausted.
I don't even have to be at my house, but I just want to be chilling. So I can get me a bottle or something and sit down and just be around a small group of people who I really mess with like that and just be cool. Like, I don't want too much nothing more than that right now. But for your birthday, if you want to go out and do something, we can make it work. We can set it up. Are you listening to me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
This has been another episode of Facts Only, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We appreciate the love and the genuine support. Shout out to Parris for stopping through as our
That
first
girl P.
guest.
I'm really gonna change my Instagram to That Girl P.
You really
I just
should.
love it.
You need to eat. I'm gonna have to eat that up.
I'm over the I'm just Paris. I am That Girl P.
I'm gonna have to eat that up.
That's me coming out my shell. I'm coming now. I want the world to know. Got to let
Facts
it
Only
show.
got vocals, y'all.
Don't. I'm coming now. I'm coming. No, got to let it hit it, everybody. Hit it, everybody. Hey, hit it, everybody. Hit it, everybody. Hey, I'm gon' do this. Walking to the left, the right. Why y'all? So many different beats going on.
I was trying to
You know what? I quit.
I don't got a rhythm.
I
I
quit.
don't got no rhythm.
Delete all that shit.
Jesus Christ. Don't play because he will for real. Don't play. Do not give him clearance to do that, baby, because he will cut that shit. Anyway.
No, we definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in for this episode of Facts Only. Don't forget to check us out at Facts Only Pod on all your social medias. That's FACTSONLYPODD. And you can follow us on our personal Instagrams. I am Say Live.
And I am Anton Xton across all platforms. Y'all already know what it is. You know where to find me. You know if you're looking for me, if you're checking, don't be coming checking for me because that's a whole nother story.
And thanks for having me, guys. It's your girl Paris, a.k.a. That Girl P. I I am really sticking with it. I love that I came on here because I just birthed a whole new person. So thank you for having me.
Thank you for producing childbirth on our podcast. We really appreciate it. After all of the sex talks, we really just went through the whole thing
You know
just
what?
that fast.
I'm out.
All right, y'all. We are out. This is Facts Only.
Thank y'all. Love y'all.
Have a blessed week.